Murph, it seems like you're enjoying your football at the moment. Is that the case?
Yeah, definitely. I'm really enjoying it, enjoying playing. It's not nice when you're not playing and not involved. You feel like you can't really help the lads out. So yeah, to be playing, obviously it's a good feeling, and the results bar the weekend have been really good.
What's it been like working with Keith Hill and David Flitcroft?
It's been good. It's they came in after a difficult period, but in my opinion it was just what the club needed. Someone with clear ideas of how he wanted the team to play, and we work on things every day in training. What the identity of how he wants us to play and how he wants us to carry ourselves off the pitch as well. He feels it's important to represent the club at every possible opportunity. So yeah, no, it's been really enjoyable. It's intense, but that's how he wants us to play, and all the lads have bought into it. And I think from since they've come in, I think bar the Rotherham game, you can see it's intense, high pressing, attacking football, which obviously I'm hoping that the supporters are quite happy with too.
Yeah, having spoken to a few of the lads, I believe that the training sessions are quite demanding, but it looks like it's benefiting the group when you look at the results on the pitch and the way the team are playing.
Definitely. I mean, he says that for to play in his team, you have to be able to to hit certain targets statistically, running stats, and the only way to do that is to put the hard work in on the training field, because you're not just going to be able to turn up and do it on a Saturday. So the hard work's on the training ground, and as I said before, everyone's bought into it, and working hard in training every day, and yeah, we're reaping the rewards on the weekends.
It must be nice to be playing in a team that look like they're stringing results together now, because the last 12 months, maybe a little bit longer than that since you've been at the club, it's been quite difficult in that perspective, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's not easy when you lose more games than you win, but you just have to dig in as a group. I think that we've got a really good group at the moment, who are all, as I said, pulling in the same direction, and yeah, it feels like a proper football club, a proper team, and we're just looking forward to getting into plus points and trying to catch teams above us to try and stay up in this division.
Of course, you're now in a positive environment. I guess for sort of large parts of your time at the club so far, it's probably not felt like that, has it?
No, I mean there's obviously no finger pointing going on. It's nobody's fault that that has been at the club. The previous manager and his staff were all in the same boat, and the players last year it was tough. So yeah, as I said, it feels like a proper club now, which the fans deserve, and everyone that works here, in the background, they deserve it too. So yeah, the future, I think, it looks bright. I feel like the right man is in charge, with obviously Flicker and the new owners. I think have done a really good job.
Obviously the new owners come in and give everyone a massive lift, and then the hard work started from there. How much of a boost has the recent results given the group though?
Yeah, I think it was really important to get the first win. I do feel that the performances have been really good since the manager came in. We just haven't really been able to get that first win, but the performances in certain games definitely deserve more than a point, or sometimes we lost. So yeah, to get that first win at Bristol Road was massive, and we're just trying to push on from there. This is just a start, and we need to keep progressing and not get too comfortable with how we've done. As you saw on Saturday, it was a little bit of a blip. We need to dust ourselves down and rectify and realise what went wrong, and try and put that right this Saturday.
Yeah, a little blip at the weekend, but I'm guessing the group is still full of confidence and full of belief that we can pull ourselves out of this.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, it's a good group. The quality in the group, is unbelievable, and I do feel like we've got a good mix of younger players and experienced players to make a perfect mix. So yeah, everyone's still feeling good. Everyone was on a high after the Fleetwood game, and obviously on a low after the Plymouth game. That's football, and you just need to know how to keep a level head. and prepare yourself through the week and be ready for the next game.
Going back to the start of the season, in many ways, looking at where we are now, it looks like almost two different clubs. I mean, you were one of the very few senior players in the team, surrounded by young, experienced lads, and getting beaten heavily every week. How tough was that period?
Yeah, it was hard. It was, it was mentally, it was hard. The young lads, you've got to take your hats off to them. They came in and they represented the club, unbelievably well. It's difficult to put them in a situation like that. To try and play week in, week out against grown men when they're probably not physically developing themselves. So yeah, it was tough, but we knew that it wouldn't last forever. And obviously, as you said, things have turned around and everything's looking a lot more positive now.
Last season, obviously a difficult one for yourself. You played 13 games during the whole of last season. You've got to that already now. Is it nice to be playing football on a regular basis?
Yeah. If you ask any footballer, that's all that they want to do is play football. And obviously playing in a team where I feel like we are dominating quite a lot of the games, more of the games than we aren't dominating. It's nice to play in, and especially the way that we are playing. Attacking football, high press, intense football, and we are getting rewards for that. So yeah, and obviously picking up a few wins along the way is obviously nice as well.
Obviously, as a footballer, you just want to be playing football. At times last season, that wasn't necessarily the case for yourself. I guess you're pleased that you're playing football on a regular basis.
Yeah, obviously it's frustrating. But you just got to work hard every day in training, and as I said, this year I'm playing more, and yeah, I'm enjoying it. And obviously, if you're enjoying your football, it tends to mean that you're going to play better, and obviously it does help when you do get a winner. But I think that we found it tough last year to try and pick up a couple of wins. Obviously the standard of the championship was really high, so yeah, we're looking at this season to try and pick up a few more wins and go in the right direction.
And now obviously you're showing fans what you're capable of. You got your first goal for the club at Bristol Rovers. Must have been pleasing to see that one at the back of the net.
Yeah, I was delighted. Obviously, first and foremost to play a part in the team getting 3 points, the first 3 points in a long time. So that was a good feeling, and obviously on a personal level to score my first goal for Bolton. I hadn't scored since I think the last goal was for Bolton. So yeah, it was nice. I see myself as chipping in with a few goals, and obviously I've been quite dry recently over the last year or so. So it was nice to get off the mark, and hopefully I can add a few more.
Saturday we welcome MK Dons. Russell Martin has been given the job. I imagine he's probably a player that you've come across during your career. What are you expecting from his team on Saturday?
Yeah, I mean the same as any League One team really. No game's going to be easy. They're all a battle. It's whoever works harder than the other team and shows more quality usually comes out on top. And as I said, going back to the weekend, that showed with the League Two side, and we didn't quite do that and we ended up losing. So we know what's in store and what we've got to do. We've got to give 110% and show a lot more quality on the ball and create more chances for our strikers to score goals.
Hey, you used the word blip for last weekend result. I'm guessing that the aim is to sort of prove that it was only a blip and that you can bounce back on Saturday.
That's it. Yeah, it's down to us to show that. We've done a lot of work these past 2 days. Trying to rectify things that were wrong in that game. And realise what we as a team and individually did wrong, and yeah, as you said, it's down to us on Saturday to put that right and get another 3 points in the league against a team that are down there and we're looking to catch.
Yeah, there'll be plenty of eyes on the points tally this weekend. We're on -2. A win could take us into positive points for the first time this year. That's a big incentive for the group, isn't it?
Yeah, it's massive. I mean, it's been a long time coming. It does feel like we've been in minus points for a very long time. So to get out of that, it would be a really good feeling for the whole club. Everybody involved, and then we can finally start, looking upwards and looking at the teams that you know, we're hoping to catch, and obviously with the 3 games in hand that we've got, we need to try and make those count and then push on and see where it takes us.